Tuesday, you know it because it's the afternoon. You've been living it all day long, but I just looked over at you and I just counting our blessings, big and small. So happy I get to do this with you today.
Oh, right back at you. You're looking like a tall glass of Cabernet.
Or a short one, but it's okay.
That's okay. Either way, we welcome it. And we have such a fun show for you today. Again, I feel like a little bit of everything for everyone.
Yeah.
So get ready to laugh and have some fun with us this hour. Today's 3 o'clock drop is inspired by, I think, one of everyone's icons, everyone's legends, the amazing Rod Stewart. You didn't think I was going to say that.
You nailed it,
But we were talking in length about him yesterday. He is amazing. In an interview with People magazine, he said, you know what? I'm really happy with my achievements, and I have nothing left on my bucket list, and how nice that must be for Rod. But we asked today, what is your most ambitious bucket list item? And you guys came through. We all have big dreams.
I don't know how we'll talk about this in greater detail, but I don't know how I feel about this. Could you imagine being like, you know what, actually, there's nothing else I want to do? So are we just waiting till the end of the train ride then? What do we do? Are we getting off the train? What's happening?
With his amount of money and success, I think that's exactly what Rod's doing. And I hope at 80, I can do the exact same thing.
Okay, all right.
I'm with you, Rod. Let's just cash this in and ride the wave out.
He's just Netflix and chilling then until the end of time. On this rainy Tuesday, in the beginning of October, because I feel like it is still the beginning of October, right?
A little.
October 7th, I would classify as still the beginning.
It's so funny that you just said it's the 7th because I'm so far into next week now. You know how we live in the future? I saw something was the 15th and I straight up thought we were midway through the month.
Okay, good. Well, the city of Pittsburgh thinks that it's December.
Okay, we're all confused.
Because this is what we spotted in downtown Pittsburgh, thanks to our photographer, Scott Danka, who took a little stroll yesterday and saw, yes, the Christmas tree at PPG. It is up.
This isn't even flirting with the idea. This is fully erect. Let's go.
Glistening, as you can see. The star on, everything ready to go. Obviously, they still need to get the ice skating rink out. We are still a ways away. But I had to ask Siri, because I'm not doing the math anymore. We let our computer systems do it for us. We are 80 days away as of yesterday, so 79 now days away until Christmas. That's going to do one of two things for you.
And you know what it's doing to me.
It's either going to raise your blood pressure and make your heart rate increase, or you're going to say, that is so far away. We still have so much time. I do think going into some of the stores over the weekend, I saw Christmas decorations out already. All the Halloween stuff is already on sale. Halloween hasn't even happened yet. And it does make you start to think, am I ready? Could I start chipping away now so that I could be ready and more relaxed by the time the holidays come around? And I don't know the right answer.
Well, I think that's always the goal, isn't it? My sweet Heather, who starts Christmas Fridays. Heather's the girl who, when it comes to like Thanksgiving, is like, oh, Christmas, honey, I've been done with that. And you're like me, who's like, wait, I'm sorry, Black Friday didn't even happen yet. The deals haven't happened yet.
Yeah.
I will say I have taken some of your advice and I have started to kind of wrap my head around decor. We host Friendsgiving for our friends.
Yeah.
Like I really am trying to get ahead of it, but these days, there's so much happening in October that I feel like no one really prepares you for, especially as we age, because you want to get ready for the trick-or-treaters. If you got kiddos, you got to dress them. And it's so much fun. It just all happens at one time.
It's truly a multifaceted problem, though, because there's it's not even just FOMO. Part of it, I've seen ads out now on social media encouraging you to buy the advent calendars that you want.
Oh, yeah. I saw a K-pop Demon Hunters one.
There you go. Now, if you don't buy it, it's going to be sold out. Your kids are not going to know that it existed. Only you do, right? Because you were fed the ad because it's your money and you'll be the one to buy it. But if you don't get it, now you're going to feel like, oh, why didn't I get that for them? They would have loved this.
It's so true. Whenever
so you buy it in October,
I can't. I can't. That is something. I want to be one of these people, but I need to be fully engaged with it.
You want holly jolly.
I need to be holly, and I need to get spooky season out of the way first. Okay. The minute it hits November 1st, I'll get that together. But right now, I have to stay in this lane. We are rocking with spooky season. Yeah. We're doing 100 Acres Haunted House. I'm there a lot for work. We're looking at costumes. One step at a time, people. I will not follow. I was in Dollar Tree because we host 4th of July, and I remember Halloween being out around 4th of July.
Right. Well, little did we know, because we're not that into it, it's, what is it called? They do it in the summertime now. Oh, it's like, Summerween. Thank you. Our producer told us in our
Hard
ear.
pass. We have enough to celebrate.
So I think that that's why it has caught on. So Summerween is why we saw things in the summer. So don't worry. They're not pushing it out that far in advance. But
thank God. Stop rushing through the year. But speaking of rushing, the number one time it is guaranteed that my family will rush is when we are on our way to sports practices. It doesn't matter that they're the same time, same day every week. We will be sweating when we get there, and probably 3 minutes early. Maybe. But speaking of sports and rushing, Abby Wambach, I have loved this woman for a long time. She has been very outspoken, her and her wife, Glennon Doyle, who is a famous author, and she is amazing. But Abby Wambach is an Olympic Hall of Fame soccer player, and her latest plea to sports parents particularly is being talked about all over social media, and I feel as though we will feel one of two ways on this. And I'm anxious to hear what Scott Dank, our photographer, thinks as well, because he's been a sports parent, specifically a soccer parent, for a long time. But she is begging parents not to attend sports practices. She is saying, practices are not for you, parents. Now, I know a lot of you right now are probably saying, oh, don't tease me with a good time. I'll stay home by all means in a quiet house. But I also know that there are a batch of parents who like to be there every step of the way. And we are not in any way shaming you for that. But Abby essentially is saying that sports practices are not for parents specifically because practice is where the experimenting happens. That is where the risks are taken. That is where some things are tried where it is not a guarantee successful result, but that is the place. That's the lab, if you will. And parents should not be there because it will stop a kid from taking a certain risk if the parent's there watching.
This is the same thing. If you're doing your job right, you know that you're going to go to the parent-teacher conference and the teacher is going to tell you all the things that you would hope to hear, but you didn't expect to hear about your kid. You're like, wait, they're that good in your classroom? Why are they not this person at home? I don't understand, but it's true. I think as soon as your kid sees you, if they fall, they're going to look immediately to you. And then the tears can come. They're going to run to you. If you're not there, they're going to figure it out.
That's it.
They're going to figure it out on their own. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't have that compassionate and nurturing side of it. I think that we can be there to bring that to them after practice is over. How did it go? What happened?
What'd you learn?
What did you learn at practice? And if they say, oh, I fell and got hurt, my knee really hurts. Oh my gosh, but you picked yourself back up.
That's
and you kept
amazing.
Going. That's incredible. Baby steps. If you have a younger one who's in soccer practice and you're not so sure about leaving them or t-ball and you want to be close, sit in the car.
That's what I do. I'm a big person to sit in the car, and I will go up maybe like 10, 15 minutes before it's over, just to show her I never left. I'm here. I'm present if you need me.
Yeah.
Usually it's to refill a water bottle because again, you're only we're there to serve you.
Yeah.
You are parched. I knew that from across the field.
Right.
But whenever I go up, it is always fun hearing the debrief. I will say I am not an athlete. I did not grow up an athlete. My parents very much let me experiment in the athletic world. And God bless them. I just now thinking about like all the weekends and all the time they let me just like pick daisies in the outfield and be the hoorah girl on the bench. God bless them. But seeing my husband, who is an athlete and was far beyond even high school, the way he treats practices are like games.
Yeah.
He's like, this is just as important. It is just as important to show up. I know you had a long day at school, bud, but get out there, champ.
Go do it. All right, well, you were talking about girl power.
Yes.
Out on the field. Let's do this only talking about Victoria's Secret. And I don't know, I feel like there's going to be some mixed feelings about this. So the CEO of Victoria's Secret, who's been in this position for a little over a year now, there was a Wall Street Journal article about her, really diving into her expertise and what she's hoping to do with the brand. We're going to play some video. This is actually from an ad that came out shortly after Hillary Super took over the brand. So in this interview with her, she's worked with a lot of different brands. She talked about her past and how she's kind of climbed the ranks and jumped around and what she's brought to each company that she's worked for. She said that Victoria's Secret started making really bad decisions out of fear.
Agreed.
And toned down the sex appeal. And she said, wait a minute, what are we doing here? We're selling undergarments, we're selling lingerie, and it's like the company completely backed away from that whole brand idea. Victoria's Secret was built on sex appeal.
Yeah, that was the secret.
That was the secret. We were all into it. I know Jax came out with the song about Victoria's Secret and kind of bashing that whole idea that we need to look a certain way to feel and be sexy. And we know that that's not true. We all come in different shapes and sizes, and we get it. And so she's really working to lean into some of those things. It got me thinking, though, about brand loyalty. And if you waver from some of that, if the brand starts to change.
Yes,
as
absolutely.
we saw.
And Victoria's Secret being one of them.
Yeah.
I truly, whenever all of the hubbub, as my nan would say, came out about their fashion show and how they were not having women above a certain size on their runway, immediately, you can't get my money. Unfortunately, that's just the way that I feel, because I feel at my true core and that we have so much work to do when it comes to body positivity and the way that we look at ourselves and other women and how we celebrate bodies. And the minute that all started coming out, it killed me.
So the fashion show is back, and actually it's going to be, I think it's next Wednesday that we're going to, I think it's October 15th. Is that next Wednesday?
I used to have a viewing party. This used to be the biggest night of the year for me.
So it's happening next Wednesday. It's back. And when they had it last year, they did bring in a lot of additional, they wanted to show the face of everything. But I do feel like in this pulling back and toning down what they used to do, I think they also leaned into this idea of comfort. Like, oh, you want sweatpants? Oh, we'll give you sweatpants. Like, Victoria's Secret is not the place for sweatpants.
It is not. It is not. That's where you go to Aerie. And I mean, there's specific brands for comfy clothes. I could
you
not
want a bralette? Yes, go there. It's fine.
Victoria's Secret is the ultimate empowerment brand. And they lost that. They lost that flavor, that sizzle.
Do you remember? I remember there was one at Ross Park Mall. Do you remember Fredericks of Hollywood?
Oh, do I remember? Oh my, I remember going to get my dance dresses, like in high school, if my dad had to come with me to like pick something up, and him like running past it.
He's like, I don't know that store exists.
What? What is that?
Whatever happened to that place?
I don't know. Obviously, they lost their sizzle with Victoria's Secret. This new Taylor Swift album is going to bring every single one of these stores back. I think it's about time that women feel empowered also to shop publicly for this kind of stuff, because it's not like everyone's like, oh, she walked into Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
She's about to have herself a weekend. I think it's more like, no, I want to feel pretty and good in my own body.
Brand loyalty has changed so much. I feel like so many people are looking for the cheapest option, not the best option. And there was this time where people stuck to the brands that they knew, that they were comfortable with, that they were loyal to. And I don't think that that's the case anymore. People are just like, well, is it the cheapest here? Okay, then I'll do that.
I'm not going to lie, though. Shout out to Macy's. They are still my brand.
Yeah,
it is so
and that's great.
This past weekend, I was like, if we're looking for something, we'd need to just go to Macy's. And Mark was like, no, we're going to shop. We got it, Macy's.
There you go.
There you go, baby.
See, stick to the brands you know.
Always.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, that back-to-school excitement is starting to wear off for some kids, and in its place, resistance and behavior spikes. You're probably seeing this at home, too. Learn some ways you can help your child reset before things start to spiral.
And from politics to potholes, an annual show pokes fun at all things Pittsburgh. Find out more about what's happening at this year's Off the Record, and stay tuned for a musical tribute to one of the city's most unexpected celebrities. That's up next. Great Scott. Off the Record is turning 25. Pittsburgh's favorite satirical musical is back, and this year they're traveling through time with the Berg to the future.
Chris Latta is telling us what's in store for the show that's celebrating its quarter-century milestone. And it is Off the Record. It is so much fun, and one night only.
Yep. One night only for a wonderful cause for the Pittsburgh Food Bank. And if you're not there, you miss all the fun.
All of it.
Oh, and we do not want any FOMO here.
That's
so
right.
whenever I became a part of the KDKA staff, Off the Record was this thing that everyone was talking about. They were like, Kel, it's so fun, we get to perform. But if someone's not familiar with the production, what do you guys do with this?
So we take events that happen in Pittsburgh and sometimes even in the world, but mostly Pittsburgh, and spoof them and make fun of the people, sort of elaborate, make them a little bigger than life, and sort of poke fun at ourselves, you know. And we did have a ton of KDKA people. We've been so lucky. And this year, Alante is in it.
Yes, our producer here at Talk Pittsburgh.
And Daisy Jade's joining us. And
good.
I think it's super exciting when you all are able to join us, because it's nice to work with the community.
It's really fun. And this is a previous year. I think we're seeing David and Mary. And Ken Rice has emceed, and there's something special that's happening for Ken this year, too.
Yeah, we're honoring all the work he's done. Larry Richard's going to be doing the doing the introduction that Ken normally does, and we're going to honor Ken.
Oh, that's wonderful. And Ken really is, you get to see them at the serious newsman, and when he is doing the opening for the show, you realize how funny he is.
He is, I mean,
hysterical.
I was sure he had comedy writers. I was sure when he first started doing it, I was like, where's your team of writers? Because it was amazing.
He asked me the one year if he could run a piece of it by me, and I was like, I'm sorry, you want
Me?
to
be your audience?
listen to your... Okay, yeah, sure, lay it on me, give it to me.
That's
Let's hear it.
amazing.
It's a lot of fun. What is the theme this year? Because there's always a theme.
Yeah, this one's Back to the Future, sort of Berg to the Future.
Cool.
Where we have, at the top of the show, Mayor Gainey, who's leaving office. We're packing up his office. We find a box of what ends up being a time machine. And his staffers decide, we're going to go back in time to see all the really wonderful, memorable moments in Pittsburgh, to remind us how great the city is. So the staffers go back in time to all different spots in Pittsburgh history.
That is so cool. And what a time to do it as well. I feel like right now more than ever, we really need to just giggle.
Oh, you'll
Make
laugh the
fun
whole
of
time.
each other.
You'll laugh
Like
the whole time.
this is a blast.
Yeah.
And you said it works for a great cause as well.
Yeah, we've raised over $800,000, and we want to sell out the Bayern. We want it to be an absolute sellout, and yeah, we want to keep it going and keep helping the community.
Amen to that.
We're going to see a special performance.
Yeah.
And I think we have some students over here, and these are students of yours?
Yeah, they've grown up a little bit. I taught them, yes, but they all go to Pittsburgh Kappa. They're all theater students, and we always have kids in the show every year. I invite some of the students to be a part of it. So they're a big number.
A blending of talent, if you will.
Take it away.
River ducky, you're the one, floating down where three rivers run. River ducky, we're awfully fond of you. Boop boop dee doo.
River ducky, you're so slick, dancing by the point real quick.
River ducky, we're awfully fond of you. Boop boop dee doo. River ducky, you're the one. You Brian's are so much fun. River ducky, we will miss you. Boop boop dee doo.
River ducky, I'll keep that flow through the fog and rain and snow. River ducky, yes, it's true, yins love you. Boop boop dee doo.
Wait, why did I get emotional? I got a little emotional. I do miss River Ducky so much.
Come
Chris.
back. And the bubble gun, it's just the perfect pairing. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you for having us.
It's going to be a wonderful show. You all worked so hard. Thank you for coming on today
Yeah,
for the performance.
Off the Record is happening Thursday, October 16th at the Byham Theater. We're going to have more information on our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh. I'm never putting this down.
Don't put it down. You are going to run out of bubbles eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
And coming up on the show, it's the event where adults can play detective and then jump into locally made video games. Find out what's being planned at the place where science is the star next. This This weekend, you can head over to the North Shore for a next-level Halloween party. It's part murder mystery, not murder mystery, but just a mystery night, part gaming expo, and all grown-up fun. Although maybe there is a murder mystery I'm not familiar with.
I don't know. It'll be a surprise. 21 and older Monster Murder Mystery Party is happening this Friday at the Cayman Science Center. James Deacon of Mega Cat Studios is here with all the creepy cool details. Now, we are big fans of the Science Center's 21 and over nights. Such a cool idea. But tell us about this specific event.
So this is a monster murder mystery night.
Good. See,
Okay,
I was
murder
right.
is
Good.
involved.
Okay, got it.
I would say a little more mystery than murder, but there's some murder.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, so it's one of my favorite yearly nights. Like everyone gets excited for the Halloween events every year. This one should be one of the more engaging, kind of 8,000 or so attendees, really good show up for the Pittsburgh community.
Well, and you know this very well, considering that you're a gaming developer.
Yeah.
But we have a huge esports, huge gaming population here in
Yeah.
Western PA.
We have a massive, I'd say, like nerd community in Pittsburgh.
Love that.
Stemming out of everything academia to just all the enthusiast folks.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Now, what games are you going to have at the event? Because these look familiar to me, but not
Yeah.
necessarily the events, but we're ready.
So I'm there on behalf of Mega Cat Studios. So we made 2 global #1 top sellers in the last year.
Oh, right from Pittsburgh.
But first from Pittsburgh for that. So we were lucky enough to be able to do it twice. But the first was the Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. If you're not familiar with that franchise, some of your kids might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was very beloved by the fans, and it has like we'll say like a scenic, immersive, spectacle horror kind of vibe and sense to it. And then the other title that we're bringing is another really, I'd say, fan-beloved game, which is the Backyard Baseball franchise.
Know it well. Yeah. I've heard it being played in my basement by my grown husband.
Yeah, lots of action there. So we'll do A 3 times to get started on the Switch too.
And this is Backyard Baseball.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you act like you don't know your way around a Switch.
I do
You're
know.
like, oh.
Next thing you know, you're going to be batting and hitting. But
This is so fun.
This is as athletic as it gets here.
One of the really cool things is for this event, Unity Pittsburgh is coming together, and this is a really neat like platform, group, forum. I mean, it's really supportive for people who want to get into this.
So we run the Unity Pittsburgh event, and that provides resources for anyone who wants to get their hands dirty and follow their dream of making video games. So many of us grew up just with this obvious, massive love and passion for playing them. And I don't think that vision is always as accessible in Pittsburgh as it might be on the West Coast. So Unity has been willing to kind of bless us with running this official user group, which provides these resources for anyone of any age who want to jump in and learn the basics of how to get their hands into Unity and make their first video game.
Well, and I think that it has really proven itself to be an industry that can stand the test of time, number one. It has the interest, it has this amazing following, and there's so many technical skills you need. But if there's anyone watching right now, or maybe someone who has a kid who wants to go into this, what would be your biggest piece of advice?
So everyone always asks, how do I get in making games? You just start.
There you go.
You just start doing it. Tell me where I'm at right now. I have to pick a window.
So you're about to go into Sandy Flats.
Okay.
Sandy Flats, our first field we're going to play with. And let's see, we got it. We're going to go right to play ball. That's Sunny Day and Vinny the Gooch. They're our color commentary, the Backyard Sports franchise.
I love them.
What is that, a corn dog? What I wouldn't give for a corn dog right now.
So one of the things that makes the Backyard Sports franchise unique is it teaches kids from a very accessible standpoint the rules of baseball through like a fun, engaging way.
I love that.
This event is going to bring everybody out, but I want to know more about the mystery part of it because this is going to be fun too, exploring the Cayman Science Center.
So it's 21 and up. So you're going to have all that live fantasy mixture of clues and actors and players kind of performatively moving throughout the event. There's some movies being shown downstairs that are in alignment with that horror kind of Halloween vibe.
Fun.
And then all throughout this kind of, we'll say, embedded CSI sort of approach to science.
All right, you give it a go.
I'm in.
We're going to tell people one more time, the Monster Murder Mystery Party is happening this Friday at the Cayman Science Center, beginning at 6 in the evening. If you would like to attend, we're going to have more information for you on our website.
I get why everyone likes these.
Yeah.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, and no one loves a new viral beauty product like we do. But what if you only need 3 pieces of skincare to have a complete routine? We're simplifying it all next.
If your skincare routine feels more like a part-time job, you're going to want to hear what experts are saying about the latest beauty pivot.
And spoiler, it does not require a 12-step skincare routine. Dermatologists say 3 steps are all you need, and we're going to tell you which ones to keep. This is a trend I can get behind.
Yes.
I feel like we are constantly being shoved one more extra step to the routine. No. Life is hard,
Yes.
life is expensive, and we don't have that kind of time.
They all want our money. That's what it is.
You're
You know
so
this.
right.
You know this.
We are on to you. The trend is called skin minimalism. And what it is working with your skin and not against it. We are getting all the garbage off of our skin and we are giving ourselves a 3-step base.
Ooh.
3 steps anyone can do. And if you're like Heather, who I asked her to bring in what she uses, she combined 2 of the steps. So really, we're working at 2. So dermatologist Dr. Kazlus-Kaya says that women need 3 things, and it's gonna start with a cleanser. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna clean it up. The cleanser is something that I think I did not appreciate until I got older, I would say 30 plus, and I started to see the fine lines kind of settle in the pores. Then you're gonna move on to your sunscreen. Or if you're like Heather, your moisturizer has a sunscreen. These are the only 3 steps that you need. A moisturizer with a sunscreen if you want to combine them, but the 3 things are cleanser, sunscreen, and a moisturizer. And I think this is so important because essentially they're saying that all the other stuff is just muddying up the waters. Your skin wants to breathe and it needs hydration. And I know so many people have a hard time getting in enough water. I don't. That's truly my only healthy habit, I'm convinced. I love a good salad and I love some water, but make sure, that's it. That's
Chicken
me.
Cobb salad, sign me up. Hello.
With bacon and ranch.
Oh my gosh. I do love, this is more recent for me. I used a different cleanser, but this one I love. It's the
Game
Cetaphil
changer.
Extra Gentle Daily Scrub. There's those little tiny
Love
scrubber dubbers in there. What do
And
we
you
call
just
them?
feel like it's doing something. I use CeraVe. Scrubber dubbers is that's on the label, actually.
Scrubber dubbers.
It is. But I use CeraVe, and I know that so many of these dermatologists recommended brands like Cetaphil. They are dermatologist recommended for a reason. I know that there are going to be other ones. I know on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, they're trying to serve you the pretty pink bottle. They want everything to look gorgeous and aesthetic. Why? For half the price, you're getting more product.
I do use this just in the morning.
Yep.
Sometimes at night, if I wash my face at night with this, I will use this again. I do like some fun little lotions and oils to throw on at night. You told me once, it has stuck with me. I use it now every time I'm talking to my friends. If I come outside after I've washed the day off and my face looks like a glazed donut, I said, this is what Kelly told me to do.
You always should look like a glazed donut. If you do not have makeup on, I want you to be so lathered up that it looks like you just got in from a run. And the reason is because you want to protect that barrier. The minute that you step outside, there's pollution. There's different things that are just trying to enter your pores, which will then obviously kill your skin and kill your mood because you're spending more money to cover these things up.
There are some things I think as we get older we need, and I keep seeing all of this stuff about peptides and different vitamins that we need to add into our moisturizers. Maybe there's something that you can find that has a little bit more of that in this. There's one, and I cannot remember the name of it, Youth to the People.
Okay.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I have at Ulta. But I also want to say that this dermatologist is backing you up right now. It says if you want to add one more product, that it can be retinol or vitamin C.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 that you can add to this to make it truly effective. But again, you have to do it in the right way. You're going to cleanse, you're going to put on your sunscreen, then you're going to moisturize to lock it in. It's not that hard. It's not complicated.
I like that we're simplifying it.
Amen. Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, walk the runway in Paris, win a ton of awards, sing on Broadway. Sure, that's just an average Tuesday for Billy Porter, but for many of us, that's bucket list territory. We're learning more about your big dreams in today's 3 o'clock drop.
Plus needles, yarn, and a whole lot of heart. Hear how one teacher is stitching creativity into the school day. Teach Me Tuesday is next.
Home Ec is making a comeback, and for today's Teach Me Tuesday, we're getting crafty.
Get your crochet hooks ready. We are cross-stitching over state lines to Cleveland to meet Sarah Dodd Radford at Mayfield Middle School. You're actually from the Pittsburgh area. We heard Katanning, and this is so sweet. We heard about you from your mom who nominated you for Teach Me Tuesday. It is so nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you too. We are so happy to be here. Thank you for having us.
Oh, our pleasure. Now, we have recently on this show, I learned how to stitch. I'm very much in my crafty era, so this is right up my alley. But what makes your crochet club so special? I mean, these kids are learning so much and probably don't even realize it.
So, well, Crochet Club is such a special thing to so many students, and I actually have some students behind us here. I don't know if we could maybe have even one of our students answer that question of just what makes Crochet Club so special.
Oh, we love
She's
that.
like, okay.
She's like, that's me. I got the call up.
I got this. Yes, please do. Can you come closer, sweetheart?
Patty.
Hi, honey. What makes Crochet Club so special to you?
Crochet Club is special to me because it helped me find some really good friends that I met through Crochet Club, and it's a really fun hobby, and it's like really fun to do, and it helps me like relieve stress after a really stressful day at school, and it helps me out a lot.
I love that. What a great outlet to have.
I love this. And in addition to this, this special club that you have and the support that you have in your classroom, as we just saw, you also are teaching math. How are you mixing both of those really interesting subjects?
So it's interesting. So I have my fellow Crochet Club advisor, Kathy Hess, next to me. We talk about how math and crochet are just connected together. Not just being able to count stitches, but you have to think of multiples of 3 sometimes, or so on and so forth. And I mean, the art itself of crocheting is definitely mixed with mathematics, and it helps students reason through problems. Also, like when they make a mistake, or which often happens when any of us are crocheting, just thinking about how can I solve this problem. And it helps build resilience in itself, not giving up and just keep pushing forward. And I really think that's why Crochet Club is also so special, because it helps students see that they can create something, and they can create something amazing. And it may not happen the first time, but with perseverance and just continuously pushing forward, that they will get it and it will click.
Absolutely.
So it's just an awesome club that we have here.
Absolutely. It really is. I love their smiles, and I love them showing off all the things they've made. They're so talented. Now, a club can't get started without a little interest. How did this all kick off?
So my first year of teaching 5 years ago, I decided I wanted to share an important hobby of mine with my students. And I reached out to my students and said, hey, are any of you interested in learning how to crochet? I had 10 students start off, and then each year, just more and more students have been showing interest. Last year, we had 60 members of Crochet Club. So 60 6th graders, 7th graders, and 8th graders all participate in our club.
So awesome.
We want to thank you so much for joining us from Ohio. And I know that your mom and your community back here at home are watching. Thank you for what you're doing.
Yes. Thank you so much. And I also want to say I've been working on a special little gift, too. I'm making all of you Steelers scarves.
Oh, my God! That's going to be the good luck.
Right now, all finished.
How
so
beautiful.
each of you are getting a Steelers scarf.
Oh, wait, we just learned on PTL yesterday how to do this. How are the kids making their hearts?
The kids are doing their hearts.
We're learning how to make the cool heart.
Yes,
we love you, Sarah.
The heart symbol.
Oh, thank you so very much. And honestly, you are making such a difference in the classroom. We're so lucky to know you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us. Have a nice day.
You too. What a light.
I know. If you or someone you know is an educator who would be great for Teach Me Tuesday, let us know. Reach out to us through our email, talkpittsburgh@kdka.com, for a chance to be featured on the show.
And coming up next on Talk Pittsburgh, school's in full swing, and so are the behavior battles. Learn why this is happening right now and what you can do to support your kiddo starting today. The back-to-school honeymoon is officially over, and for a lot of families, that means the behaviors are starting to show. Morning struggles, homework battles, classroom challenges, it's all piling up.
So what's behind the shift and what can parents do about it? Here to help us make sense of it all is Patty Maxwell from Engage Kids. It really is. It takes about a month. The excitement starts to wear off, the new feeling of kids and lunch and new friends and all of that stuff. And now we are into the real work.
Yes.
So they're starting to feel it.
Yep, the honeymoon period is over.
Yeah.
And this is also the time of year when school starts to get a little bit more difficult, right? The first month, 6 weeks or so, everything is more review and it's fun and it's who's in my class and what are we doing? And now it's like time to work.
Yeah.
And so it can get really difficult for the kids.
Absolutely, and difficult for the parents as well. I had no idea that Common Core math, being college educated, was going to throw me the way that it has. But
Yes.
Yeah.
here we are.
Not
and
easy.
Today we have a fishbowl with some common circumstances that we're all going through. And Heather and I are going to read them. You're going to help us get through them.
Sounds good.
I love this.
All right, you go first, Cal.
Okay. When my child comes home from school, she's a total emotional mess.
Yes.
Screaming, crying, refusing to talk or really do anything. How do I handle it?
Okay, so she needs to decompress. She needs to relax a little bit. So I brought in some really fun sensory kind of activities. These are some different things that you can
fidgets
utilize.
and-
Yes, and so something like letting her just relax on the couch, kind of stim out on something like this and have a good time. Any of these things can be super relaxing and calming for someone. So what do we want to do when they first walk in the door? We want to
Tell us about your day. We want to know.
How'd it go?
How did it go? Did you sit next to someone?
and that is just continuing to poke the bear. They just went through 6 hours of this. They needed some time to relax and take a break.
Maybe it's the equivalent of why we sit in our cars before we go inside.
And
for a
we
few
hide.
minutes.
Yes.
Just for a few extra
quietly
minutes.
drive home.
Yes.
No music. Yeah, same thing. The kids need to come home and decompress a little bit. And if we give them a little bit of time, then they can rejoin the world.
Absolutely.
This one is actually for the parents, which I appreciate because I know that sometimes when we get overwhelmed, it can be passed on to our kids and they start to feed off of that stress. So here's this one. Sounds like I wrote this. We have 3 kids all with different schedules and activities going in opposite directions. I feel completely overwhelmed. How can I manage it all? Is this me? Did I
I was
write
going to say,
this?
honey, asking for Heather.
Find your team, right? So
Yeah.
if you have 3 kids, you're outnumbered already. So this is where you ask for friends to help with driving, grandparents to help and come over after school and help with homework or help with meal prep so that you can walk in the door and not be a crazy person yourself. Things are already put together. Maybe you take Sundays and you meal prep for the whole week.
Yep.
Trying to make sure, again, proactive, right? Being as proactive as you possibly can, which sounds great. In the moment, it might be a little bit more difficult, but also calling in your team.
Yeah.
Calling
It
your
takes
team.
a village truly to do all this anymore.
No one does it alone.
No.
They have a staff. All righty, Patty. After school, it's always busy. We have so much to do in such a short amount of time, and my kid refuses to do their homework. What can I do?
This is really.
So I love using stuff like this. So just a picture schedule. This can be utilized for any age group, right? So from the littlest all the way up to the oldest ones. And it's just showing them what is coming next so that they can predict what's going to happen. Now, will they still fight you? Absolutely. So, if the first thing on your list is to have a snack and we'll take a break and then have a snack, utilizing a timer with something like this can be really beneficial, right? So you have 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh, that timer is so cool.
Oh my God.
And it comes in all different colors as well. But giving them the time so that they can see it, and then there's the auditory piece as well as the visual piece to give them that awareness that this is happening. And then when the timer goes off, it's not your fault, it's the timer's
And
fault.
that is the thing. I think our kids think we make up time.
Right.
Because I'll say 10 more minutes, it will be, but then Nora will come over and be like, you cut that short. Like, I promise.
Well, I like the board that you gave us too. You can put that in any order that
Yes,
you want. So you can work
absolutely.
with them so they feel a little bit more of that control too if something isn't working for them.
Yes, and if you have some flexibility,
Yeah.
you can let them actually decide what comes
What's
next.
going to come
Yes,
next?
completely.
Patty, great stuff. Thank you
good.
so much.
Thank you. If you'd like to learn more about Engage Kids, check out our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh.
Still to come on the show, from paragliding to publishing a book, your bucket list ideas are totally top tier. We're revealing some of your responses with Kiki. The 3 o'clock drop is next. Been there, and done that. In a recent interview, 80-year-old Rod Stewart said that he doesn't have a single item left on his bucket list, adding in that he's very happy with his accomplishments thus far.
That's not so nice for you, Rod, but most of us are not Rod Stewart.
Or rich
and,
like that.
That's true. And there's still some things that we really want to experience. So we brought in our girl, Kiki B. Jones of Whammo, and today's 3 o'clock drop is all about the most ambitious thing that you have on your bucket list, and no one knows how to dream more than my girl, Kiki. So,
yeah.
Give it to me.
I did. I finally scratched one thing off my list. It was participating in the Great Race. I walked.
Doesn't matter.
But I finished it. Next year, I want to run the 5K.
All right. Okay.
And I want to visit Tuscany.
Love this.
You know I love Under the Tuscan Sun, so I just definitely want to check out Tuscany.
Oh,
Can I tell you all what my bucket list item is?
Please.
And I really want to make it happen. It's just very expensive, apparently, to drive across the country. So we want to drive across the country.
In a Winnebago?
Something like that.
Like a
I'm sorry, a what?
Winnebago. What did I say?
Winnebago?
Is it Winnebago? Winnebago.
There's no.
It's Winnebago.
Bagel.
There's no L on the end of it, but I do like the way you say it.
I like the bagel.
It's Winnebago. I've always said it like that.
I really want to go and hug a tree. I want to hug one of the redwood trees, not from Taylor Swift's
Oh,
song.
okay. I bet you do. Okay.
But one of those really big trees that were around when the dinosaurs were around. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I want to hug one of those trees. I want to look up and marvel at it.
And this is something that Heather's talked about in length, and the thought of a cross-country trip with my children
Terrifies
and all
you?
of us in the small area. I'm going to let you do that, babe.
Okay, good.
I
I want
like
to hug
that.
a tree. I want to hug a tree.
I don't want to hug a tree, but that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Love it. I'm going to space. I don't care who has to make it happen. It's going to
It's
happen.
happening.
Okay.
Maybe just the edge, but we
Okay.
can't wait to read yours. Stacy, we're going to kick off with you. She wants to retire in Aruba and teach yoga on the beach.
Oh my gosh.
It's on my
yes.
vision board, so it will definitely happen. Stacy, I love the confidence you have
Can
in
I
your
carry
vision
your
board.
bags?
I want this for you.
Yeah.
Christina says, writing my screenplay and getting it produced. I actually have an idea for a show. Can I work with you?
Can you
Do
and
know
Christ-
how to write a screenplay? If you know how to write one, let's get together, Christina.
Yeah.
God, I would love that. A Pittsburgh author. Go for it, girl.
I'm gonna do it.
So many big dreams. Nancy, travel to Italy. You and Nance can go
Let's
to Tuscany.
go. Come on, Nancy.
And see where my grandparents lived, both sides, and meet my relatives that still live there. One of my best friends did this past summer, and they got to go to the village where her great-grandmother was from, and she said it was incredible.
It's so interesting to hear about these stories. I've heard from multiple people who will go to Europe and meet their aunts, and they're like, hi, we're fifth cousins. Can I stay with you tonight? And they're
Just
like,
not-
yes, come on in.
I'm
Why not?
sorry.
Could you
Where is it?
imagine
They
if
come
somebody
here, we're
came-
like, what?
What?
Slam.
We don't even answer
Call
our
the
door.
police. Who is this?
Joey Bag of Donuts says, I made a New Year's resolution to learn to moonwalk by the end of the year, and darn it, I'm gonna make it happen.
You know what, Joey? We're going to hold you to that, and now that you told the world, keep practicing. We're going to have you on a show.
Yes.
There's a YouTube for that.
There is. He'll teach you everything.
Yep.
Mark, I'd like to go with my best friend from college to the Big East basketball tournament at Madison Square Garden
yes.
and eat a huge pastrami sandwich at Katz's Deli.
That sounds
Do
like
it.
fun.
Mark,
Do it, Mark. Just do it.
no time
go.
like the present.
Do it.
This
Quit
is
the
New
job.
Do you want us to
Don't do
bully
that.
you into
Don't
making it happen?
That's
Do
what
it.
you need.
Just do it.
You just need to
You
do
need
it.
us.
A.H. McIntosh, I would love to buy an RV and travel to the country. I'm with you, especially Yellowstone. Yes. And
Hug the
Yosemite.
trees.
Do you
Hug the
also want to
trees.
hug trees?
I get it. I'm convinced that everyone that wants to do this and go off into a forest somewhere just needs to get away from people. And for that, I applaud you for knowing your boundaries.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
Go far into a deep forest. Breathe it in, breathe it
Don't even
out.
think about the bugs, the insects, and the reptiles.
No.
Don't think about
They're
it.
looking at you.
They'll
That's
be
why
there,
I'm not
but don't
going.
think about them.
Ruin this for
And
me.
Debbie said,
Sorry.
this is definitely out of my realm, but mine is to sing a duet with one of my favorite singers. Debbie, let's make this happen.
Debbie, can you sing? First question.
That part.
Because
It
I
doesn't
also
matter.
would love. It doesn't matter. You're right. Yes. Just like the bugs have crushed my dreams, I do not want to crush yours. Let's do it. Kelly, make it happen.
All right.
Kiki, make it happen.
We'll get you on a
crusher.
stage.
My gosh. Good stuff. Do we have time for one more?
Yes,
We're done.
one more.
One more. Okay, Antoine, for me, it would easily be skydiving. The adrenaline rush would be crazy. Not my thing.
I'm good
but
on
I'm happy
that.
for you.
I love this ground here that we're sitting on. I'm going to stay on it. Last one, Angie getting front row tickets to a Metallica concert.
Ooh.
I think we all need to rage scream.
And that's
the
it.
forest and rage scream.
Let's go.
Love
We're
it.
in.
I hope they all come true for you guys.
We'll be right back.
Go.
We're going cross country. We're writing a screenplay. I don't even know you. Big goals.
So many dreams this year.
I love it.
Coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, spooky eats, eerie art, and the wildest crowd in town. The Allentown Night Market is back, and it's nothing but ordinary. We're going to show you what's new this year, plus how you can get there stress-free.
And could a tiny trace of lithium hold the key to Alzheimer's? A new study is sparking big questions about the disease that's impacted so many of us. Dr. Natalie Gentili will be here to break down what it means in search for a cure.
Thanks for being with us today. We're also streaming on CBS News Pittsburgh tonight at 9. KDKA TV News at 4 starts now.